Welcome to Old Heads and Young Bulls Podcast, Season 1, Episode 21. But y'all already know, man, before I even start, man, I got to make sure the sound is good, man. So let me go ahead and make sure it's the sound good. Hey, my sound technician, man, I need a thumbs up to make sure the sound good.
You sound good over here.
Now it's all good. I got to make sure the live is good. Let me unlock it on Facebook. We should be live on Facebook. Okay, we good. We good. Welcome to Old Heads and Young Bulls Podcast, Season 1, Episode 21. But y'all already know, before I get started, man, y'all already know I got to get a shout out to the sponsor. So, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. That's my bad. Y'all already know before I start, I got to give a shout out to the sponsors. Number one sponsor, man, y'all already know, Radical Jill CMOS, man. Y'all need the gel, all type of flavors, man. Y'all go ahead and hit her up on Instagram, man. Feel free. If y'all don't feel free to DM her, y'all can definitely DM me, and I'll definitely direct that foot traffic over where it need to be. Second of all, on the sponsors, man, number one sponsor on the flowers is Smokey Savage. Give it up once again to the sponsors. Thank y'all for sponsoring episode 21. And last but not least, my sponsor for the night is a special sponsor, man. Y'all already see on the edibles, man. We got that, on the mushrooms, the healthy mind. We got the edible. Stay pushing, man. Give it up, man. But y'all already know, man. Y'all already know what I'm about to do and what I'm about to say, man. First of all, welcome to the show, man. We had a not a new location, but a special location for this episode, man. We're gonna get into the details how we got here. But y'all already know what I'm about to say. I can't start the show without the intro. Let's go. Yeah. Yes, please. Let's go. You know we poppin'. Hey. Yes, we is poppin'. You know we poppin'. We droppin' juice. Hey. We poppin'. Young bulls be dropping juice. Oh, yes. Young bulls be popping. Oh, yes. Young bulls be dropping juice. Oh, yes. Young bulls be popping. Oh, yes. Young bulls be dropping juice. Oh, yes. Young bulls be popping. Y'all like to share? Yes, we is. Oh, yes. Poppin'. You know we poppin'. Oh, yes. Young bulls poppin'. Yes, we is. Oh, yes. Poppin'. You know we poppin'. Hey, thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming to the show. Oh, here's a Young Bulls Podcast, Season 1, Episode 21. Y'all already know what I'm about to say, man. I'm a firm believer, man. Can't nobody in this world introduce you like you. So I'm going to go ahead and sit back, man. I'm in this chair, man. Y'all already know my situation. I'm in a little distress right now, but we're going to push through. But I'm going to turn this camera around, man. You go ahead and let the world introduce yourself to the world. Let them know your occupation, what you do, and anything you want to let the world know. Let's go. Hey, man, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you.
Oh, man, go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's Jose.
Jose,
but everybody calls me Stay Pushing. Stay Pushing is the brand name.
Okay.
Everything I do.
All right, welcome to the show. Stay Pushing, Jose. We're going to go ahead and say it's okay to call you Stay Pushing, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you for Stay Pushing for coming to the show, man. It's all my pleasure, man. Oh, man, it's all my pleasure, man, for you just sharing your time. I know your time is valuable, and You know what I mean? So let the people know where you from, bro. Where you from, and and just where you from, and then we're gonna get into your occupation. Let the people know where you from.
So I was born in the city, San Francisco.
Okay, shout out to the Frisco, man.
San Leandro. I'm from San Leandro.
Okay.
I was there for my childhood. I became an adult in San Leandro. So
Facts.
that's where I'm from. I currently now live a little north of Sacramento. But I've been all over California from SoCal to now Northern California. Yeah, I'm a California kid.
Okay, okay. Well, I got a couple of questions I wrote down, man. So first couple of questions that I do got, man, with the logo, man, it's the Stay Pushing logo, man. Where did you come up with your logo, and the name, and just
Name and the logo itself.
yeah, the logo, the name, and just how did Stay Pushing even get started, if you don't mind?
I'll explain. So about 8 years ago, um, I'm a diabetic.
Okay,
And
we're gonna get into that. We definitely gonna get into the health. We're gonna it just
oh
what I mean,
yeah, yeah.
for sure, for sure. Just go
Yeah,
ahead, go.
about 8 years ago, I had a surgery on my left foot. Almost lost my leg.
Okay,
So I had a surgery. I didn't lose my leg. I was able to keep it, but that surgery had me on um, bed rest for a few months. During that time, I had nothing to do, so I I created.
no,
I
on
always
a
wanted
mushroom.
to. I
Keep
always
continue.
wanted to start a clothing brand, so I started
But
coming up
y'all
with a
already
logo. I started coming up with a logo to design for it since I had a lot of free time.
okay.
And then I had a couple years before that, I had lost my grandmother. My grandmother always told me as a child, she always said, "When pigs fly."
Okay.
To pretty much anything you say. Like
I
my
like.
thing
Wait,
was,
wait, wait. Can you go back to that? Go ahead to when your grandma said, so the people can understand, and I can lock in, so I can understand too.
she would always say, "When pigs fly,"
Okay.
meaning, yeah, right, it ain't gonna happen.
Oh,
It's
okay. Yes, yes,
impossible.
yes, for sure.
Um, so it was kind of like saying, yeah, whatever, smart aleck.
Yeah,
Back in
I'm
the day,
following
it
you.
was
I'm
just
following you.
when pigs fly. Yeah, whatever. So I had lost my grandmother a few years before that, and my my idea was to make like saying, yeah, whatever, of a flying pig, so that it would represent keeping my grandmother around for myself.
Okay.
Anything is possible.
Facts. Let's give it up, man.
Yeah, yeah, it was just more the flying pig, the pig with wings. A lot of people say like, why a pig? Why a pig?
Yeah.
And it's the pig with wings because um, anything is it means anything is
Anything
possible.
possible. Let's give it up to that man. Let's stay pushing, man. And I like how you came up with that. You know what I mean? And that's why I ask people about their logo, about their designs. Even with a lot of people ask me about the old heads and young buds. Everything means something to us. You know what I mean? And I was curious about that, but just getting to know you, and to stay pushing, bro. I see where that come from, bro. You know what I mean? And by you just we're gonna let the people know, if you don't mind, just like what you do. You know what I mean? Like, what's your occupation? What you specialize in, if you don't mind letting the people know.
So now I Stay Pushing is a brand of edibles. Um,
Shout out to Edibles 215 friendly. You know what I mean? Because that's for show medication. Mother Earth, and you know, for sure, for sure. Go ahead, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's Stay Pushing is a brand. The edibles brand consists of many different things in that 215 whole, all of that together. But it also have Stay Pushing clothing.
Yes.
And then we also do Stay Pushing freeze dried candy.
Yes.
So there's a little mixture of three different things I'm doing, but everything is Stay Pushing.
Yes.
And Stay Pushing came up in order to motivate everybody. I had to come up with a name that was going to connect to everybody. It wasn't just, oh, only some people are gonna like it or only some people are gonna relate to it. No, I came up with something that everybody does. You know what I'm saying? We
For sure.
all stay pushing because we all want to live the next day.
So we're talking about the edibles, right? Because edibles is very, very good. Despite that, what everybody think, I mean, I do indulge in edibles, at night, in the morning when I can't sleep, when I'm hurting, what I mean, and when I can't, partake in my medicine, as me smoking. How hard it is for you to even infuse the medicine with the candy. How what's the process on that? Because I see you really invest in your machines, and to your process is a little bit different. Your edibles really look like it come from a candy shop, the type of machines. And can you elaborate on the machines that you use, if you don't mind, and the prices and stuff on them type of machines?
So I make quite a few things. We make gummies, brownies, chips, um, Rice Krispies. Those are our most popular ones. We make a lot of different stuff, but for the machines, everything is um, I get everything and use the same type of machinery and
Okay.
molds, and just everything is restaurant type things that are used in the same places that big brands are making their stuff with.
Yes, I saw that. I definitely saw the machines, the type of quality, the machines that you do have. I was like, wow, it kind of blew me back that, I did see a lot of people, entrepreneurs with the edibles, but I never saw them take it to the level that you got it, with them type of machines that you use. If you don't mind talking about the pros and cons of mushrooms. If I know you could type of enlightening, you do your research and about mushrooms. I did have an episode a few while back about fentanyl. We're trying to spread awareness of fentanyl. It's no pros with the fentanyl. It's all cons with that. But I know, with mushrooms, it is a health benefit, if you do, intake it correctly and modify, microdose and stuff like that. And I know you very enlightened on, can you please, because there's a lot of people, out there that's, indulging in mushrooms and really don't know the proper, microdose and what's a
Or
proper
people who want
dose.
to and don't know how
Yes.
to because they're scared.
Yes, and and that's why we had this episode, what I mean, because I know you do know your stuff
Yeah.
about that. So can you elaborate about the
Yeah.
pros and cons? We can go with let's whatever you want to go. Do you want to
start
go?
with the cons first?
Yes, let's go with the cons.
Because I like to be very straightforward, and I like for people to know
Yes,
that you can't have bad trips.
yes.
Um, Bad trips come when you you take too much.
So what is too much of a mushroom?
Too much can be anything from 1 gram.
1 gram
can be too much for you.
Okay.
Now, mushrooms, I compare it to cannabis because it's in many different ways it gives you a lot of the same medicinal benefits.
Facts.
You Me personally, it takes away my pain a
Yes.
lot more than cannabis does.
Yes, it do.
It lasts longer.
It make you sleep like a baby.
Yes.
Yes.
When I get high, like right now, I'm high, but we're having a serious talk. But if we start laughing,
it's good.
I'm gonna be laughing.
Nah, it's good.
Like right now, I'm laughing. I'm happy. But mushrooms is even more intense. Happy, high.
Yes.
It's like you're high, but you're not mentally high. So when you get high, you start laughing and giggling, but you slow down.
Okay.
And you kind of brings you down. Mushrooms, you get excited, you get a rush, you get this energy.
You get
rush.
overstimulated.
Yes.
Yes.
And you get focused.
Okay.
So marijuana kind of brings you down and gets you, lazy and a little calmer.
Okay.
Mushrooms gives you focus and it gives you energy. So it's kind of the difference, but you're still getting that all that pain still going away. You still get all happy and giggly.
So let me ask you a question. If somebody is having like a bad trip, what type of, you know, tricks that you can advise them, to try to come out of that bad trip? Is you got any little tips like what they can do if or recognize they having a bad trip? Can you let the people know so they can even know that they is having a bad trip?
Yes, it's you will know you will know. You have to be mentally strong enough to tell yourself this is just the trip.
Yes.
This is just the trip. This is just and you have to be able to just relax.
Okay.
Some people there's many stories of what a bad trip can consist of. But if you're home chilling, which is the best place to start off,
Yes.
because you're safe, you're in a safe environment.
Yes.
The only things that are gonna happen is the walls are gonna start melting. You're gonna start sinking into the couch, into the bed.
See, you know what? It's crazy we talking about that. See, my first encounter of mushrooms, it was in Eureka. Shout out to Humboldt County, man. Shout out to Eureka, and Humboldt County, man. That was my first encounter. You know what I mean? But way back in the early 2000s, it was a taboo. It was taboo back then. You know what I mean? So I tasted it, the organic, and I didn't like it, you know what I mean? But they did have like mushroom tea, back then. And, I did drink it, you know what I mean? But it was a good, like you say, you want to be around good people, you want to be around a safe environment, you know what I mean? And the next time I encountered mushrooms was actually, with you, you know what I mean? And I didn't even know about microdosing and none of that, you know what I mean? So I just want to give you your props, you know what I mean? Shout out to Stay Pushing Old Heads and Young Buds Podcast, Season 1, Episode 21. Stay pushing itself. But like, get back to it, man. I just want to say, thank you on the education that you gave me. You know what I mean? Because I with the disabilities that I'm going through, all the back surgeries, whatever, I don't take no opioids. I don't take no pain pills, and I did remember, in studying, doing my research, how benefit of mushrooms is. But when I came and talked to you and how you broke it down to me and, and educated me on how to, even microdose, what I mean? Don't drink, when I was asking you how much alcohol, let the people know how much alcohol would be good to take if you doing mushrooms.
One beer.
One beer.
And that beer should last you the night. If you're gonna go out to the club, that one beer, just use that and a cup of water and drink more of the water than the beer.
Yes.
Just have the beer more for
quench your thirst,
just to say you're drinking, barely be drinking it, because alcohol intensifies mushrooms in a bad way.
So that's a con. That's a con. it's taken.
It's not a great mix. So
Okay.
you have a couple beers, you can control it. It's
Mhm.
cool. But when you start to drink too much, you're going to ruin
The experience.
feelings
Yes, I
of the
really
mushrooms
think
that it's gonna give
alcohol
you.
really mess up and interfere with the
Yes.
experience. You know what I mean, with mushrooms.
Yeah.
Can you let the people know what is a proper microdose?
Proper microdose also depends on the people. From anywhere from a point 0.1 to a half gram
Okay.
is a microdose. A half gram, the lights will get bright on you. You won't see anything crazy. You're gonna feel it in your body.
That's
You're
what
gonna get a
I
tingle.
yeah, I for sure like to feel it.
Your
I don't
pain
like to
goes
see nothing.
away.
Yes.
Your pain goes away. You get a little, just a rush. Um, it's like drinking an energy drink almost. Uh, then you can get that from anywhere from a point to a half gram, and then once you go from a half gram to a gram, it's a little bit more. You can possibly see squirrels, not squirrels, swirls. I'm sorry.
Swirls.
Just like
Okay.
little,
Yeah. See, I ain't got that far. I ain't
little.
never got that far.
You'll get little. You'll notice little things kind of moving around, um, or maybe a little color changes. It ain't gonna be too much though. It's just more of a body feeling that you're
Yes.
gonna get. Your brain will think differently. Sometimes you get more focused.
Yeah, for
Or
sure. You get
you
more
just
focus.
yeah you start you think a lot more, but it's they're all clear thoughts. It's
Yes,
not
sir.
anything. Um, Everything's always really focused. So whatever you're doing is what you're going to be thinking about. You get really focused when you're
Yes.
on mushrooms. A lot of people actually use it for work, to go to work, for school.
So with mushrooms, I know in California, the laws is very getting easy on mushrooms, just like it is with the marijuana. So and I just found out, mushrooms, it even varies from not even state to state. It's from city to city.
Yes.
Um,
Counties.
yeah, county to county.
Yes.
So, can you elaborate? Just because you think you doing something legal in one city, or you think you doing something legal in a state, you can go to the next city and get in trouble, and then the other city. So how can you find out like what city is legal and what city is not legal when it comes to mushrooms?
Google.
Google, yeah, that's a good answer. Shout out to Google. Shout out to Google.
That I'm not. I haven't really looked into it.
Okay.
I'm Man, we gonna talk about the bad things I do.
No. We definitely legacy.
I help people medicinally county to county. So
yes. Okay.
I don't know the rules, but I know you can't Google it. I know California is a uh, safe state.
Safe
I
state.
know
Okay.
Alameda County for sure
Is a safe county.
Is an accepting county of
Okay.
mushrooms. I don't know all the rules on it.
Well, we're gonna figure it out together, man. I just want to say thank you again, man. Welcome to Old Heads and Young Bulls Podcast, Season 1, Episode 21. With Stay Pushing Itself, man. And I just want to say, talk about even your clothes, and you got us here at this location. If you don't mind us, how even we got to this location is, what I mean, I know that you is if you don't mind me talking about this on record, what I mean, that you is consider yourself, you wear many hats and you very entrepreneur, what I mean, and one of your occupations is you're a professional Gambler or a high roller? Which one I should say? Which one I should say? Which one is you a high roller or are you a professional gambler? Both. Shout out, man. 'Cause- so what? Let's talk about gambling, man.
I'm a big gambler. I'm I'm a I'm an experienced gambler.
There you go. I
I've been
like that.
gambling for a lot of years. I now use strategies.
And I was gonna talk about that. That was one of my questions to talk about because I see, it's not just you a gambler because I do, be around a lot of casino heads, and I'm not a big casino head, you know what I mean. But I see they give you rooms and you park on a different floor and everybody, but the type of money you win. You know what I mean? It's not just no, it'd be like 10,000. I ain't trying to put your business out there, but you definitely you know,
There's definitely good nights.
good nights, and the way that you'll come and you'll be gone in probably 30, 40 minutes. Can we talk about, your strategy on how can a person just come in and, in 30, 40 minutes win 30, 40,000 or 50,000 or whatever the case? What is the strategy? And is it roulette? Is it cards? Is it craps? What's your specialty?
So, in order to do all that, we're here because Thunder Valley, which is one of my favorite casinos around, they have beautiful rooms. I get 2 free nights every week of every month.
Okay.
I have the highest players card here, but it's great because they give me a lot of comps, and with these comps, say one of them they give me 3 times a week, which is where I have to bet $300 of my own money,
Okay.
and it's usually a 1-to-1 bet, but they give me a coupon where if I bet it, I can win 2-to-1.
Okay.
So I have it's something that I kind of come take advantage of 3 times a week.
And I see it,
Three times a
it
week.
definitely worked for you. You know what I mean? Like even with you, what I mean, the way because I be watching, you know what I mean? Like, and I just don't be watching. I fucking like and comment too. You know that. But the way that you do, you can definitely even, you know, teach people, how to gamble. You know what I mean? And because people think it's just gambling is just pure luck. You know what I mean? Is it, how much
Yes.
percentage is from, you know, luck and strategy?
So gambling is all luck. It really is.
Okay.
Now there are strategies where you have more odds to win. You win more often. And there's no guarantee that you're going to win because you're gambling. The gamble is always lose or win. So there's always going to be a chance that you lose, no matter what.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
never just going to, there's absolutely no way to just win every time
Yes.
because it would be broke.
Yes.
Um, you're gambling. So, but there are some strategies. My favorite one is on roulette.
Okay. I was never a roulette. I didn't really know what that was about.
Yeah, I when I started years ago, first time in Vegas, betting black and red, and uh, you win some, you lose some, and it's
Facts.
just not enough odds to. Well, if I bet this, I'm either gonna win it or lose it, and it's just like, well, why would you want to either win or lose? Like, yeah, you double up, but you're also risking. So after a while, I started playing numbers. Then last year, I learned this strategy where there's 38 numbers on a table of roulette.
Okay.
So I bet on 30 out of the 38 numbers.
Damn.
So
That's crazy work. Go ahead.
whatever amount that
You for sure gonna win.
yeah, you got 30 out of 38.
Yeah, you
chances
for
to
sure
win.
gonna win.
So the way I do it is whatever amount of money that I have to bet, I'm gonna only win 20% of it if I win. If one of those 30 numbers hits. So it's more often than not, I'm gonna win a little bit of money, but it's almost guaranteed that I'm gonna win a little bit of money more often than not. But there's also that chance where you lose whatever you bet. So I come in here and I like to do. I bet $500, and I put $500 down, and I win 20%, which is $100.
Okay.
So I'll come in and I'll do 3 rolls. Just spin the roulette wheel 3 times, hit 3 numbers, and most of the time they hit three. That's $300.
So so roulette is your go-to?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my easy
Okay.
money.
Okay.
And I come in and I play that strategy, and that's 5 to 10 minutes that it takes to do 3 rolls. I win $100 each time. Sometimes I leave, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I stick around and I play more. The way it works is you gotta come and you have to. It's not just betting your money. You also have to spend time. How much time you play,
Yes,
how long you play. That also depends on how your points work.
for
So
sure.
I get a lot of points because roulette. Let's just come in, win some quick money, leave. Then I go to the craps table or the blackjack table. Craps is you got the dice, and it's just
Yeah.
like shooting dice in
On
the
the
street. It's
streets,
the
yes.
same exact thing. Um, you want to hit a 7 or 11 on your first
Do you
roll.
play poker?
I do. No, they have some poker rooms here.
I used to
play
play
it,
poker tournaments a lot.
You know,
Yeah,
tournament. No,
tournaments.
I'm
Yes,
I'm too. I don't have the patience for poker.
you definitely
I
have
want
to
to go
have
all
patience.
in
Yes,
right
you
away,
definitely have to have patience.
and then I lose.
Yes, you definitely have to have patience. So with your stay pushing design
Yeah.
and the name, um, this is like a 2 point uh, question. Um, just we're gonna touch on your health and our health together, if you don't mind.
Mhm.
With the stay pushing, did this come before your health issues or after the name?
The name came after.
Okay,
The logo
what's before?
I knew I wanted.
Okay,
Um, I had well actually to start a clothing brand is what I knew I wanted.
okay.
Because I had a cousin that started his clothing brand, and it made me want to start one.
And you definitely got big motion with your clothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You come up with crazy designs. And shout out to Stay Pushins for he definitely, let me get that in there. Definitely had my prints, what I mean? First one got my shirts together, man. So shout out to Stay Pushing for my shirts and my merch, man. You probably forgot you did that for me. But yeah, okay, yeah.
I do for that's something else I do too. I help people start their own
Stickers,
brands,
everything.
and I'm pretty much at no charge. I put you
Yes.
on with as far as I am in the game. I put you right there with me.
Man, let the people know where they can find you at, man, if you don't mind, man.
Stay.pushing.clothing is my clothing Instagram, and stay.pushing is my edibles page. Um, yeah, those are the two pages. I'm working on staypushing.com right now.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, man. And just talking about, your health and how we met, you know what I mean? Every time I saw you and I did business with you, man, you had a smile, man. You was definitely, energetic. You always had a smile on your face. You always was offering me something if it wasn't enlighten me on what I'm buying. Um, and when I found out what you was going through, what I mean, it kind of remind me of me, what I mean, with the smile on your face, always helping and it kind of, and that's why I'm here with you right now because, you know what I mean, people don't understand, you know what I mean? See, only thing they see is the motion, you know what I mean? And they see that smile on your face and they see all that motion that people got, but they don't understand the struggles. You know, if you don't mind, let the people know, you know, like if you only if you want, bro, just to let people know what type of issues that because you know, there's a lot of people out here, even myself, going through a lot. Depression is real, you know what I mean? And if you want to go ahead, let the people know, man.
So I have been type 1 diabetic since been 29 years.
Okay.
29 years I've been type 1 diabetic. Over the years, I have developed my type 1 diabetes has damaged a lot of my body.
For sure.
My eyes are gotten a lot of weaker. My body's kind of brittle. I've got stage 5 kidney disease,
Yes.
kidney failure. My kidneys are at 6.3% right now. Gonna be starting dialysis soon. I've had over 30 broken bones. I've just been through a lot
I
of
know,
health
bro.
issues.
Me too, bro.
And still currently going through them. But over with time, I used to drink a lot, and I've gotten sick a few times, and I finally decided to quit drinking.
For sure. Shout out, man. I stopped smoking cigarettes, so you know what I mean. It's hard for everything, but you know, discipline is everything. You know what I mean. So go ahead.
So I stopped drinking because I had a I had an experience where I ended up in the hospital, and um, pretty much I was begging God to just take my life. You know, I was tired. Yes. I was done. I felt like I definitely was done.
Understand what you're saying.
So I thought my life was over, and
And shout out to Stay Pushing. Yeah.
I came back. I was released from the hospital, and I said I was going to change my life for the better. And ever since then, I've kind of just learned to accept life, and every day we all everybody goes through depression.
For sure. For sure.
And that's something that I've had to learn how to deal with. I used to deal with it with drinking. And when I went through all of that, I realized like there's we're blessed every single day that we have.
Every day,
to be
bro.
Alive.
Every day.
There are people who did not wake up today, and every time we get mad, those people see us mad, and they're like, I would love to have an opportunity for another day to be smiling.
And that's why I tell people, man, we doing better than most and only worse than some, man. You have to be living gratitude, you know what I mean? And we wouldn't have talked about your health, you know what I mean, if we wouldn't even touched on this subject and just by we having this and they saying we you talking about everything what you doing. And that's why I tell people, you know what I mean, it's good because everybody going through something. It's 2025, man. But everybody want motion. Everybody want, you know, success and this and that. But if we wouldn't even talk about your health, that's all they would have saw is your motion. You know what I mean? And that's why it's always good with the bad, man. You know, a lot of people don't want to show, you know, the struggle. They only want to see the shine. You know what I mean? But when you show them your struggle, your shine makes sense. Do that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Man, I just want to say thank you for, you know, letting me come here, you know what I mean? And just sharing this conversation and having this dialect with you because I definitely understand with the health issues and the doctors and being alone, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know you probably do got a support system, but when you going through you know what I mean, what we going through, and you know what I mean, it's you by yourself.
You want me to tell you who my support system is?
Go ahead.
A big part of my support system is the people who feel like they don't have a support system.
Facts.
Me talking about this right now, I
Facts.
do it a lot on my Instagrams. I'm
Yeah,
always
you
posting
do.
stories.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of pretty much like vlog my life
You
on
do.
my stories. I talk a lot, but I do it now because I've learned and seen and experienced how much of an impact I have on people who follow me.
For sure.
And me being able to let this out and speak and say the things that I know they want to say
For sure.
but can't let out, it's helpful to so many people.
It
So
is, bro. And you know, and that's why I started this platform on a simple point that, you know what I mean, depression is real. All of what I'm going through with the cancer, the stage 2 cancer, thank God, you know, early detection do save lives. And that's why I do promote, you know, go get them checkups, them MRIs, them CAT scans, you know. Plus, if you up age, if you is an old head and over 40, you know, go ahead get them 6 months checkups because, you know, thank God with me going through it all this with my back, you feel me? I wouldn't have never knew about the cancer if I wouldn't have never went through this with all of these surgeries with my back. Because you know, cancer is silent. It's not gonna start affecting you and giving you indicators into stage 4 into it's too late. Exactly. So I you know what I mean? And I tell people, you know what I mean, like you just have to, you know, stay blessed, man, and stay pushing, bro. You know what I mean? And you don't know your story can inspire somebody else, bro. And your story definitely inspired me. So I just want to give you your flowers and say thank you, you know what I mean, for helping me get through what I'm getting through by watching you smile, by watching you navigate, you know, this world with the stay pushing, you know what I mean, your clothing, your edibles, the shrooms, your family, the gambling, all of this, and you enduring suffering. You know what I mean? And I just want to say, man, keep going, man. You is blessed, man, and I want to say thank you for sharing your time with me, man. Old Heads and Young Buds Podcast, Season 1, Episode 21 with Stay Pushing Clothing, Stay Pushing Edibles, man. If y'all need it, go ahead, feel free to get in this DM. If y'all want some edibles, y'all want some, you know, the enlightened, you know, the Mother Earth, you know what I mean? He even got flowers, man. He got it all.
everything.
Yes. And you know, once again, shout out to the sponsors, man. Radical Jill, man, on the sea moss. We got Smokey Savage on the flowers. And the man himself here, ratting now. Stay pushing. Give it up, man. If y'all want any designs, you know, made, please feel free to hit him up. And like I said, if y'all feel uncomfortable DMing anybody that's on my show, please feel free to DM me. You know what I mean? And I will direct the foot traffic. But I just want to say thank everybody for liking and sharing, man. We're gonna continue this dialogue, but I just want to say, man, everybody out there, keep pushing, man. You know what I mean? Love and light, man. Everybody going through something, man. And only way you can get through it is go through it. You know what I mean? What stand in the way is the way. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, bro, like what stood in my way right now is me, my body. You know what I mean? All these back surgery. I got machines in my back, wires connected to my spine, remote that I got to control, charge my back. I gotta put a battery on my back to charge my back. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what's in the way become the way. So when this came in my way, this is my way for everything is my body, bro. So you know what I mean? Suffering is a mind frame. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? With pain, one thing I do know about pain is you're not gonna die. You're not gonna die off the pain alone, bro. Pain is not life threatening. You know what's life threatening? It's the mental. The mental is the life threatening of pain.
Can you
Adore
can you
it.
deal with the pain? Can you learn
Yes.
how to deal with it? Can you actually accept the pain
Yes.
and instead of not accepting the pain, because if you didn't have no pain, you wouldn't be here.
Well, you know,
So
pain
it's
can.
like, would you rather not have no pain than not be
Hey,
here, or
man.
would you rather be alive today and have some pain? You got to learn to appreciation.
Man, pain, man. Hey,
Appreciation.
what I'm going through, pain can only change you
Yeah.
two ways, man. Bitter or better, bro. And this pain, what I'm enduring, bro, you know, every day, it definitely made me a better man. You know what I mean? It definitely made me recognize who I am as, you know, me being an empath, or, you know what I mean, or, you know, me caring a little bit more than what I thought I was doing. You feel what I'm saying?
It humbles you.
It definitely humble you, and it make you feel like you don't want nobody else to feel this what you going through. You feel what I'm saying? So like I say, I'm blessed, bro. You know what I mean? Every day I wake up, you know what I mean, and I've been blessed, you know what I mean? And this just, you know, helping me get through to leave generation wealth, to break these generation curses. You feel what I'm saying? And by us working together, you know what I mean, we can do it together, you know what I mean? And we got a lot. We've been talking off record. We've been talking, you know what I mean? We're going to do a lot of collabs, you know what I mean? And even with the PodCon convention, you know what I mean? You're going to be on board with that on the background with the, you know. So we got a lot going on, man. I just want to say thank everybody for tuning in. Old Heads and Young Buds, Season 1, Episode 21 with Stay Pushing Itself, man. Go ahead, give it up, man. Hey, is there anything else you want to let the people know, you know what I mean, that you want to get off your chest? You know what I mean? Just let the people know about Stay Pushing, or any events, anything you got going on, where they can find you at, any storefronts coming up, any venues coming up, anything that Stay Pushing got going on. Do you want to let the people know?
So we got staypushing.com is coming real soon. We also have 420 Kush Stock for, actually it's on the 19th. Kush Stock is the biggest cannabis event ever.
Where that's at?
That's going to be in LA. It's free to get in. It's
Okay.
on the 19th. Kushstock.com. Look it up on Google. Kush Stock. There's giving away free tickets, but you do got to get the tickets from, the link is in their bio on their Instagram. Kush Stock.
Okay.
That May, we got Asheville Island coming up. That's going to be in Ileton with CGO. That's another big event coming up. As far as I'm out everywhere all
Yeah,
the time
you
during
is.
the week.
Yes, you do.
Pushing on
Yes.
Instagram. The best way to get a hold of me. I have a huge menu. Send me a message for my menu. I ship everywhere.
Yeah, you do.
My clothing. I help people start their own brands. If you're interested in starting your own clothing brand, I can help you with that. I can. What else? That's
about it.
Yeah,
Man, like I say, man, give it up, man. Let's stay pushing, man. Old Heads Young Bulls Podcast Season 1, Episode 21, man. I just want to say thank you for letting me come in this beautiful room, this beautiful casino, man. You know, your hospitality. Usually I got to show the hospitality, but thank you for giving me a little breather. But everybody already know, man, I gotta leave just like I came in. And that's with the intro. Let's go. Young was poppin'. Yes, we is. Go ahead. You know we poppin'. Young was poppin'. Yes, we is. Poppin'. You know we poppin'. Young was poppin'. young boys poppin'. Yes, we is always poppin'. You know we poppin'. Hey, young boys poppin'. Yes, we is always poppin'. You know we poppin'. Thank y'all for coming to the show. Till next time. Let's go, man. Till next time, man. Let's go.